Hi everybody, Danielle here. Today's flow is just going to be a quick 5-minute flow to help warm up the hips. What a lot of people don't know is how much we use our hips in yoga. So a lot of the time before, hopping up into an inversion, such as a handstand or a headstand, it's super important to have warmed up the hips before you practice. So we'll just take a few minutes to do that. You can start by getting all comfortable in a cross-legged seat, or if you've already warmed up and you would like to meet us in downward facing dog, that's fine as well. Coming into a comfortable cross-legged seat, feeling grounded and rooted through the 6 bones, letting the palms rest on the top of the thighs, relaxing the shoulders down away from the ears. Focusing on the inhales and exhales, starting to bring the attention inward. Letting each inhale be an opportunity to expand the breath, and each exhale an opportunity to soften through the body. Grow tall through the spine. We'll take 3 more deep breaths here. And on your next exhale, gently let the eyes flutter open. Bring the gaze to the top of the mat. Plant the palms on the mat and roll forward onto your knees, coming into all fours. So make sure to check out your alignment here, stacking the shoulders directly over the wrists, pressing through the palms, spreading the fingers wide, stacking the hips directly over the knees. On your next inhale, drop the belly, bring the gaze up towards the sky, press through the palms. And exhale to curl the spine, gaze comes towards the belly. We'll move through this a couple times, following your own breath. Inhale, drop the belly, the gaze comes to the sky. And exhale, bring the gaze towards the belly. One more time, drop the belly, gaze comes to the sky. And exhale, curl the spine, gaze comes to the belly. Slowly tuck the toes, lift the knees off of the mat, start to straighten the legs and make your way into your first downward facing dog. So start by pedaling out the legs here, maybe shaking the head yes, shaking the head no. Pressing through the palms, letting the heels become heavy, maybe keeping a gentle bend in the knees for the first couple moments of practice. Good. On your next inhale, float the right leg up into the air. Exhale, step the right foot in between the palms. Pause in a low lunge here, rolling the shoulders down and back, staying active through both legs. Deep breath in. Exhale, drop the back knee. Gently let the arms come up to frame the ears, maybe taking a gentle back bend. And exhale, hands come to frame the palms. Release the back knee off of the mat, press through the left palm, extend the right arm up for a gentle twist. Release the right palm back to frame the foot. Press through the back foot, step the right foot back to meet the left for a plank. Deep breath in. Exhale to lower halfway. Inhale to rise into an upward facing dog. And exhale to push yourself back into downward facing. Throughout these flows, if a knees, chest, and chin is a little bit more comfortable for you, feel free to take that, making sure to really listen to the body. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step the left foot in between the palms. Roll the shoulders down and back, bring the gaze forward, take a deep breath in. Exhale, release the back knee to the mat, keeping the back toes tucked under. Inhale, arms rise up to frame the ears. Being careful to not sink into that front hip, but rather try to tuck the tailbone, stay active through that right glute. Maybe taking a gentle back bend. Exhale to release the palms, pressing the right palm into the mat, extend left arm up for a twist. One more deep breath in. Exhale, plant the left palm, step back to a plank, and move through your flow. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. On the next inhale, floating the right leg up into the air. Exhale, step the right foot back in between the palms. Press through the left palm, extend the right arm up for a twist. And then release the right palm to the mat. You're going to walk your right foot over to where your right hand is. Bring the right hand to the inside of that right foot, coming into lizard. You can stay here, or if you'd like to release your back knee down to the mat, you can do that as well. We'll stay here for 3 full breaths. Make sure to stay active through the left glute to protect the inside of the hip. Press through the outside edge of the right foot. And if it feels a little more comfortable, you can also come onto the outside edge of the right foot. One more deep breath in. And on your next exhale, press through the left palm, release the right arm up, coming into a lizard twist. Exhale to release the right palm. Lift the back knee off of the mat, take a deep breath in. Exhale to step back to a plank and move through your flow. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. On your next inhale, walk, step, or hop your way to the top of the mat. Bring the feet about as wide as your mat. Drop your hips and come into a wide-legged squat. Palms come to heart center. Gently close the eyes. 2 deep breaths here, letting the hips be heavy. On your next exhale, gently open the eyes, plant the palms on the mat, straighten the legs. Bring the feet back to hips width distance. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up, arms from the ears. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fall forward over the legs, plant the palms on the mat, step back to a plank, and move through your flow. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, left foot steps in between the palms. Take a deep breath in. Pressing through the right palm, extend the left arm up for a twist. Trying to stack the shoulders here, creating one long line with both arms. Good. Gently release the palm. You're going to walk your left foot over about where your left hand is. Bring the left hand to the inside of the left foot. You can stay here with the back leg lifted in lizard, or if you'd like to drop the back knee. Wherever you are, make sure you're not sinking into that hip. So you don't want to collapse. You want to stay active through the right hip, through the left leg, and active through the arms. If you feel comfortable here, you can either use a block or go down onto your forearms onto the floor. 2 more breaths here. Good. Pressing into the right palm, release the left arm up for a twist. Again, on this side, if you did it on the other and you'd like to roll onto the outside edge of the left foot, feel free. 1 more breath here. Exhale to release the left palm. Release the back knee off of the mat. Step yourself back into a plank and move through your flow. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Good. On your next inhale, float the right leg up into the air. Exhale, step the right foot in between the palms. Bring the gaze forward on your next inhale. Bring the arms up to frame the ears for a high lunge. Let the arms frame the ears. The arms are strong. Press wide through the fingers. Come up onto the back of that back heel. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Exhale, release the palms down to frame the foot. Step back to a plank and hold here. Deep breath in. Lift the right leg up, coming into a 3-legged plank. Right knee to right elbow. Back to 1-legged plank. Right knee to right elbow. Back to 3-legged plank. 1 more time. Right knee to right elbow. And then release the knee. behind the right leg. Kick the back leg down. The chest rise is coming into pigeon on the right side. And exhale to fall forward over the leg. So in pigeon, just try to keep the mind as quiet as possible. Maybe bringing the attention back to the breath. And for an added deeper stretch here in pigeon, you can try to crawl that back left foot a little bit further towards the back of the mat and see if you get a deeper opening in that left hip. We'll stay here for 3 more breaths. Exhale, the chest rise, press through the palms. Curl the back toes under, lift the back knee off of the mat, press through the palms, step back to a plank, and move through your flow. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step the left foot in between the palms, roll the shoulders down and back, bring the gaze forward. Inhale, arms rise up to frame the ears, coming into a high lunge. So bring a little bit of a bend into that back leg, try tucking the tailbone, and just feel how that changes the pose. And then slowly, as you're ready, you can start to try and straighten that back leg once again. Trying to keep the hips square here, take a deep breath in. And exhale, release the hands down to frame the foot, step back to a plank, and pause. Press through the right toes, lifting the left leg up. Inhale, left knee, left elbow. Back to plank. Inhale, left knee, left elbow. Back to plank. Inhale, left knee, left elbow. Hold here. Then gently release the knee behind the left elbow and push yourself back into pigeon on the left side. Press through the tense of the fingertips, grow tall through the spine. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, fall forward over the legs. Let the head be heavy here. Maybe try closing the eyes. It's oftentimes the poses that we end up holding that we have such a hard time with the chitter chatter in the mind. So just know that that's normal and just try to bring the attention back to the breath. We'll stay here for 3 more full cycles of breath. Breathing into opening the hips, opening the heart, and warming up the body. When you're ready, slowly pressing back into the palms, rolling the shoulders down and back, tucking the back toes under, lifting the back knee off of the mat, push yourself back into a plank, move through your flow. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. On your next inhale, gently drop the knees. Tuck the back toes under and come to a comfortable cross-legged seat. Thank you for warming up the hips with me. Now feel free to tackle any inversions or any more advanced postures now that your hips are a little bit more warmed up. If you guys have any questions or comments or ideas on other hip openers, I'd love to hear them, so just drop them in the comments below. Thanks for practicing with me.